Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Aditya Tomar, your host for the evening. Guys, I'm a business growth expert and I'm running the different companies in different areas. So today I'm going to discuss about managed traffic. So I welcome all of you in this studio webinar where we are discussing about three principles: learn, work, and earn. Right. So let me check my systems so whether they are working perfectly fine or not. So let me check. Just type in the comment box if you can see me, if you can hear me. Just type in the comment box yes or no, so that I can see your presence. Or you can, you can with me for the rest of the webinar, so that I can share you everything what I have for today. And trust me, guys, the kind of information I'm going to share with you, it will be the top-notch information, and it will really help you to build your dreams in the online space. So just be with me. So that's I'm typing hi to everyone. Just type in the comment box if you can see me. Just type hi. Right. Let's move further. So guys, let me tell you about this webinar at 5:30. Why we do all the webinars that in the TuteeHUB webinar series at 5:30. We are working on three principles, right? We are working on the learnings, and we are working on how to work, right? And we are working on how to earn. So the TuteeHUB is a platform where we are targeting three things: learn, work, and earn. And we are working on this platform past 2.5 years, and we have many corporates that connected with us, students, more than 50,000 students already been registered. I think in the last webinar I've shown you how the TuteeHUB works, and how how many registration, around 50 to 60 registration we got on the daily basis on our platform, right? And we have the consultants that are connected with us. We have I would say the affiliate institutes. So we have the complete cloud of learn, work, and earn, right? So let me share that screen first with you so that you can understand the 5:30 webinar, which we do by me, Asta, and Pranjal. Why that webinar is really special, because we are working on every entities which are there in the online space, right? So let me share that with you. Let me share the screen with you. Before that, let me check my connection. Is everything working fine or not? So it's really important for me. Just give me 1 minute. So I think everything is working perfectly fine. Let me check over here as well. I think everything is connected well. Hopefully you can see me in my different screens, right? Just hold on. Let me check. Just hold on. Just hold on. I'm just checking out. Because I can't see on different setup, right? Okay, it's working perfectly fine, right? So I can see over here. So let me share my screen first about TuteeHUB platform. Hopefully you can see my screen of TuteeHUB. I'm sharing the screen over here, also in my private webinar of TuteeHUB. I'll share that screen. So hopefully it's working perfectly fine. Just type in the comment box if you can see my screen or not. That's really important, guys, because I'm testing the new system that I'm running right now. On Facebook, I can see that the screen is hanged, I suppose. And these are the tools are really important once you are working online. Mm, I'm just checking out. Mm, if I can see, I can't. My system, my screen, I think, is hanged on the Facebook, I suppose, because once I share the screen, it's not working perfectly fine. I'm just checking out why my screens are not working on this, because it's really important, guys. Just hold on. Mm, Let me check if I can see this, share the screen. Uh, Hopefully on my Facebook, right? On my Facebook, you can't see the different screens that I'm sharing. Let me connect again, right? Let me connect again, because that is really important. And when in the online space, right? It's really mandatory to learn the systems as much as you can, because if you're not learning the systems, guys, trust me, you will be missing a lot of automations. Automations is very mandatory once you are working in the online space, right? So I can see now on the online, it's coming again. So because I need to test this live, because once you are working in the online space, then it's really important to test the systems correctly. Okay, I think you can see me again, right? Now I'm visible for you again. I'm not sure why when I share something on through this system that I'm running right now, when I share my screens, especially on Facebook and YouTube, the screens got hang. I've seen that once my webinar ended. I've seen every time I've seen that this kind of issue occurs. So let me try again, whether you will see that or not. Let me tell you in just in my private webinar, I can definitely share my screen about TuteeHUB. So the TuteeHUB is working on the principle called learn, work, and earn. Right. If you go to just type TuteeHUB.com, right? I'm just you can see the link over here. For more info in the section, just the Facebook people, you can see over here in the caption, you can see. For the more information, you can just go to TuteeHUB.com, right? So over here in the TuteeHUB, what we have planned is we have make a system. I mean, it's a complete ecosystem, right? Which we have make from past 2.5 years, and it's built like on the principle of learn, work, and earn. And how that system is working, it's giving a complete path, right? It's giving a complete path once the people. If I talk about the scholar, right? If the scholar is listing on this platform, he get a complete dedicated path. If he want to learn something, then he can go to a learning section, right? If he's looking for some kind of a work from this system, then he can update his profile resume on our system, and giving every details, the skills that he is having. And if he is looking for any kind of internships, trainings, jobs, then we have a dedicated team which helping the students building their resumes, soft skills trainings and all. So in the work section, we are focusing on this, and in the earn section, we are focusing for those people who are looking for freelancing kind of a work, who looking for to sell their services, who looking to market the services from the platform, right? So we have the complete integrated solution that we have developed, and it's been developed by the company called We Care All, and which is it's running in the online space from past 9 years. We work complete end-to-end solutions whether mobile applications or the website solutions or the streaming kind of a solutions. We have the complete expertise of doing a various kind of developments from the scratch, from the complex technology that we are working in past 9 years, right? So this is all about the TuteeHUB and the VKROL, right? So let me take this further. Let's go to the today's webinar that I'm here for today, right? So let me share my screen. Hopefully the people who are in my personal webinar, they can see my screen, right? And some people who are in my private webinar, they have joined this webinar first time. Let me tell you guys about myself. I'm Aditya Tomar, having experience of around 15 years down the line, right? And I'm running the different companies, a software company called VKRO Solution Private Limited, my placement, or you can say education company called TuteeHUB, and my digital agency called AdityaTomar.in. So these are the different companies that I'm running. And if you are looking any kind of a services from my companies, then just go to askadi.co/work. And if you're looking any kind of a learning kind of a solutions regarding the digital marketing or lead generation, just go to askadi.co/learn. So this is all about me. You can see in my screen, right? Let's go to, let me try to share my screen again on the Facebook, because I can see a lot of people are there on the Facebook, but somehow the system got hang once I share my screen. Let me try once more. If it will allow me, then it's really great. Let me share my screen. Hopefully you can see my screen. I can't. Okay. Hopefully you can. Again, the screen got hang. It's not showing the screen that I want to share with you guys. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay, let me try again. Okay. Especially for the tool that I'm just I'm just trying that tool that I have just integrated. It's really important in online space. Let me share the screen again. Input type default, and hopefully if you can see my screen again. I'm just checking out for especially the people who are on the live platform, right? So I'm just checking for them to, whether they can see the screens or not, because that really matters for me. I think still the screen can't be shared on especially the system that I'm running. I'm talking about on my Facebook groups and different systems that I'm having. I've connected many systems, but somehow those are not integrating well with my tool that I'm running. Just let me try once more. Just last try. Let me try with the other system that I'm having. Let me try to change my browser. I'm entering in my section again. Hello. Hopefully you can see my screen now. Hopefully, I'm just checking my different setup that I'm having right now. Hopefully, you can see my screen again. And over here, I'm just checking whether you can see the. Just hold on. I'm really concerned about my. Okay. So you can see again, and I'm just sharing my screen. Hopefully, that will work this time. Okay. Hopefully, you can see my screen, I suppose. Yeah, I think, yeah. Now it's working fine. That's a different browser altogether, right? So the people who are in my private webinar. So now I think both of the people who are in my Facebook groups and the YouTube channel, they can see my screen, and the people who are my in private webinar, they can also see my screen. Great. So guys, let me tell you more about uh, what we have covered till now. In first of the webinar that I have done is I've talked about building the systems, how you can build the system, right? And I've given you a very, very basic and very standard blueprint, right? Which I mean, you can say mostly the 90% the experts, right? I mean, around 80% don't follow all this, but the people who are getting the results, who are getting good leads, who are getting good conversions, definitely they are following this setup. If then only they can get the results, they can get the quality leads, they can get the quality conversions, right? And I've in the last webinar I've talked about the traffic generation, right? How you can go to the different traffics, right? Because apart from Google and the Facebook, I've discussed there are around 12 different traffic sources from where you can get the quality traffic and which gives the quality leads and which will help you to build your internal audience, right? Today, I'm going to discuss about managing your traffic, right? That's really critical part because once you start spending your money on the ads, right? Sometimes what happen, you spend a lot, but after that you don't have. I mean, you haven't built your audience because for me, I always take care being a business person. When you think when you are working as a business, I'm an entrepreneur in a business, then for you every money matters, right? You can't waste a single visitor in the online space. So whatever the visitor you are targeting, that should be managed properly. Then only it makes sense. Then only you can build your influence. Then only you can get the right audience for your product or the services in the future, right? So today we are going to discuss about how you can manage the traffic in a right way, because this is somehow really important, and this is I mean, this will help you to sell the product or to get the conversions, which is mostly have the issues why they can't get the conversions when they have the leads, right? Because generally what the tendency we are having is we always focus on once we get the leads, we always focus to sell the thing rather than building our relationship with the customers, rather than making them to understand what their really pain is, what the result they are expecting, what the kind of a solution they are expecting from that system. So we have to just focus more on the offers and the results that we are going to give rather than selling the product to them, right? That's the first step that you should be having once you are working in the online space. On offline space, it's a bit easier because people can, I mean, build the confidence because only that area of the people know about you, that kind of a network know about you. But in the online space, when you have lots of people in the market, lots of visitors on the online space, the trust building is the most important factor while selling or to get the leads from the online space, right? So how you do that? Let me show you. Over here, there are three things, right? What the three things you are having? First, we will be talking about like I think in the last webinar I have told you about how you can how you can focus on two things. First is capturing the 100% traffic without wasting a single audience, and the second is capturing your audience through the opt-in, right? So both the things are really important, because once you are working on these kind of a thing, then only you will get the conversions and the sales, right? So what we are talking about over here, pixel, right? You should be having the correct setup of your pixels, so that if you are bringing the 1,000 users on your system, they should be captured well. Because if you are not capturing your audience, trust me, guys, you will be wasting a lot of money, right? So pixel will help you. It will help you to cover 100% audience, right? Suppose if I say, suppose you have you have bring you have bought, or you have bought 1,000 users, right? If you have bought 1,000 users, then all will be covered, right? Then all will be covered 100%, right? It means that you're not going to miss a single audience, because it's really important. Once you're working online, then you have to cover the 100% audience in that space, right? Just a minute. It means that you are going to cover 100% through this, right? Whatever the traffic you will bring on that landing page, then it will help you to cover the 100%. Make sense? Now let's move to more. The most important thing is how to place the pixel, right? Let's take an example. You will be having different sections of your pages, right? You will be having like the pages where you are targeting about, I would say, the people who are in your mm, landing page, right? Then you having a thank you page. In between, you having a bridge page. In between, you having a add to cart, checkout, right? So you have the pixel will be covered with, I mean, I would say, let me take an example, landing page, right? If the landing page is done, then you will be having your bridge page. And I'm talking about the conversion, especially on the conversion part, right? Then you will be having your add to cart, right? You will be having your, if I talk about registration, right? Then you will be having a bridge page, right? Then you will be having your thank you page, right? Once, if I talk about registration matters for the people who are looking for I mean, if they're having a website, they are looking for registration, then it's a different thing. So we can keep it different way as of now, right? Generally, people looking for over here registration. I'm not as of now targeting, right? Then the bridge page coming over here. Add to cart is coming over here, right? If I talk about registration, I'm talking over. I mean, this is for the people who are looking for the website registrations and all. Like we do the website registration because we want the people to being a SaaS kind of a software that we are having, as kind of a platform that we are having. We want the people should explore the platform, right? For us, it's really important. We always focus on registrations, right? So that's why I've shown you that part. So you will be having the different events, right? The pixel is one. This pixel is one, if I say, right? But you are tracking different events. This is the events, right? Event one, event two, then event three, event four, event five. And this is, I mean, it's another part which once you are talking about leads and the conversions, that really don't matter because we are looking straightforward to get the users on your landing page, opt-ins, and then showing that bridge page. It will come once the people, this is I would say landing page, sales page, right? So these are the events that you need to capture, right? Once you are working in the online space. Make sense? Because this is how you're going to segregate your audience, right? You are going to segregate your audience depending upon where the people are moving, right? Whether it's a event one, event two, event three, event four, or event five, right? So this audience, I mean, you can use that. The whatever the audience will be coming, these all 100 users will be coming over here. Okay, 1,000 users that you have bring, that will be tracked by pixel one, right? So these are the audience which has been, I mean, all the audience, right? Whether they have done any action or not, whether they have taken your bridge pay, I mean, whether they have taken the opt-in or not, they are will be covered over here with the 100% capturing, right? Make sense? Then you will be having over here, suppose if I say only 200 people has registered with your opt-in, right? But they haven't taken anything, right? They haven't taken any of your product or the services that you are looking, right? So these are your leads, right? And these will be captured automatically your in email list. Make sense? right? Now, this is a first list that you are having, which is somehow the warm traffic for you. Traffic, right? This is somehow your cold traffic. Make sense? Now, what you have to do is on the sales page, right? Because now the people are getting the information. You are not showing the product directly to them. Now, the sales page, all of the people who are in your bridge page. So I'm expecting that because everybody is more interested to see the sales page, they will be getting over here, right? And these coming through your email list, right? Or I would say webinars also, right? I mean, suppose if you got, let me give you a very practical example. Over here, you have around 200 users, right? Now, this Pixel 1 is capturing 100%, and once it's converted to your leads, right? 200 people get to into your lead section. So this the second part is the opt-in, which I talked about, which is called your lead, right? So this is already over here, right? Because there are only two ways of managing the traffic. Either you can manage the traffic through the pixel, right? Because you have to cover every people that are there with you, right? And just hold on. Yeah. So over here, what you are going to do is, this is the pixel 1, right? Where you are going to cover the 100% audience. This is the lead section, which is only 200 people. Over here, the 800 people left without any action, right? Make sense? Now, this 200 people, you are talking about in a pixel 2, right? Because these audience, which are your leads, because once the lead will come to your, I mean, it really don't happen generally. If somebody has registered on your system as a lead, they will not the buyer as well, right? They just registered your system to get the information without any, without any action, right? So what you are going to do is, you will be more focusing on what? You will be more focusing on the conversion of those people, right? So they can, because they're already the warm audience, you want those people should be nurtured. So what you will do is, this pixel 1 will be for those who are not your not in your leads. You are capturing with them using retargeting ads, right? Make sense? Over here, the pixel 2, you are showing sales ads to them. Or over here, you will be showing product offers and result ads to them, right? And you are showing over here product sales ads to them, because the pixel 2 are those people who all are already in your list, in your email list, but they are not converting, right? Whereas In the pixel 1 are those people which are your cold audience, which don't know about anything about you. You are just showing through a retargeting, you are bringing them again, because these are the 800 people which will be retargeted on a lower cost again from the internet, and they will again get warmed up and get to your leads. And the people who are leads but not converting in your webinars or your add to cart, right? Or I would say, this is a, I mean, I'm just taking a rough example, right? Suppose you have got only 5 sales, right? So you can see the people who are started with 1,000, right? By the retargeting, you are just try to increase this one, right? And the people who are already, right, already reaches to your email list or the webinar, you are targeting to them to reach, right, to the pixel to reach to your product sales page over here. Because 150 audience, 150 users will be either nurtured through email list, webinars, or yeah, what do you call, let me make it, or or your sales page ad using pixel 2, right? Makes sense? Because somehow the people who already your leads, right, but still they are not converting, to your sales page, or they are not coming to your webinars, they are not coming what you call, to your I mean, whatever the product you are showing to them. So try to cover them, or try to nurture them using your email list, webinars, or your sales page ads through the different medium, so that they will take the action and they will come to this sales page, right? So this is one audience, this is pixel 1, right? Pixel 1 is managed separately. I would say this is audience 1, right? The pixel 2, this is also come with the pixel 2, right? Because this is your personal audience, which is warm audience, which you still, that they are not your customers, right? They are the warm audience, and you want them to be your customer. So this is pixel 2, this is pixel 2, right? And over here, if you are having the pixel 2 ad, this is audience 2, right? And somehow you want this audience to be your customer, right? So what you are going to do is, you are nurturing these audiences through 3 ways. One is email list, the another is nurturing through the webinars, right? And the last one is nurturing through the ads also. That's why I've said use the pixel 2 as well for those audiences which is not converted, which is not taken any kind of a event, apart from just one event has been done, they become your lead, but nothing is happening after that, right? The third one, which TuteeHUB do, is for them cold calling. Just build a relationship with them, because they're already your leads, right? They're already interested in that kind of a services. So why they are not? I mean, what any kind of a issue they are facing to get to your sales page or whatever? Whether there can be many issues. You can capture the same thing in your mails also. You can capture the same thing in your different I mean calls also. So you can do the cold calling to them also, right? Audience 2, right? This is which comes to the opt-in section, right? Now the people is already, sometimes what happen is people take add to cart. I mean, they click on the add to cart, but still once they're going to check out the things, they are not able to pay or whatever, some kind of a issues comes, right? So over here again, I mean, there is a drop off. You can see over here there's a drop off, right? They are very hot. They are real to buy the stuff, but still they are not able to uh, pay the amount that you are looking for, right? Or sometimes the issues occurs of the internet and all. So this is, I would say, audience three, which is the higher number, right? As per, I mean, two and three, there will be much, very few difference, right? You can target them. I'm talking about if you don't having, if you're making the system from the scratch, then you have to take care. Otherwise, if the system is already inbuilt, like you are using Magento or WooCommerce or any e-commerce, they will automatically take care all this, right? If you are integrating, suppose Mailchimp, drop off, Mailchimp is automatically take care. Whatever the people reaches to that section, they will automatically take care, and they will send the mail if that person, after reaching the checkout page or add to cart, uh, somehow that person haven't purchased anything, right? They haven't paid anything. So you will be targeting this audience as well, and always showing the ads of product is in add to cart. Guys, just remember, once you are running the ads, right, you have to exclude the audiences also, right? Because you are building a different set of audiences. Then you have to exclude them, because the people who have reaches to add to cart, who have taken that product in your add to cart, right? And but still that person didn't buy. Whether that person is just looking some better offers to buy that. So you this audience or this ad should be visible to those people who are reaching to that stage, right? So you can understand how your the management should be done, right? This is really important. Make sense? Just type in the comment box if this is making sense to you or not. Just type yes or no so that I can understand you are getting this point. If this point is making sense, just type in the comment box so that I can understand it's really making sense to you, right? So after that, what you have to do is, this is the audience three, right? Then now you are showing the ads to buy that product only. Whatever, I mean, whatever the nurturing you have been, and whatever the cold calling or whatever to the webinars. Now the last page is the thank you page. This is the audience four, and this is your private customers, right? They don't need to take care. I mean, they don't need to be placed in any kind of a, I would say, any kind of a pixel. These are your private customers, private paid customers, right? And these you have to place in different sections, whether your Telegram group, whether your Facebook group, whether your own community, right? So you can see how the audience should be managed. This is management of the traffic. That's why the people don't get the conversions, because they are not aware of it. How many people are charged up at what stage of your nurturing of your audiences, right? Because these are the kind of learnings which we do in our private sections. The courses that we are running, the courses that we are having, I mean, we are having a courses of around 30 days, which we are help our students to learn these concepts. This is how you get be the best in the market and get the best conversions for yourself or for the company. And if we are working for different companies, that's why sometimes the people say, we know the Facebook ads, we know the lead generation, we get the leads, but we don't get the quality lead. So that's the reason, because that they were not aware of it. Uh, what kind of a audience they are targeting, or the kind of if I talk about Facebook, they praise only three things like demographic, interest, and the behavior. Only that works. But after that, also the people are the people who's running that ad, right? He never able to understand what kind of audiences are hot, or what kind of audiences are mature enough to take that product, what kind of audiences are at the same level for the product that they are promoting, right? So that really makes sense, right? If you are distributing your audiences, the effort will be accordingly, your effort will be go down accordingly. The audience that you are having, the people, if I talk about my team calls over here, right? The people who are reaches to the sales page, right? When they have seen that, my teams calls the people over here. Once I get the details of the people who are reaches up to that stage, I don't call the people once we are get the cold customers, cold traffic, or leads. We don't call them, right? We call them once the people reaches to the add to cart, or the cold stuff like they have reaches to our sales page. So if that people are warm enough, then we educate them, or we tell more services about the TuteeHUB, what it can do the wonders for them. So this is how they get nurtured through our systems, right? And the second, the pixel should be managed in this way. Optics is a part of it, which I've already described over here, right, in the lead section itself, right? This is the lead, and after that, the journey becomes like this, right? So you will be having the leads will be managed through email list, right? Email list is already your audience building, right? So this is I would say the audience two. Audience one is always your pixel, and after that, whatever the pixel you are using for the different sections, so that you get to know at which stage what people is there, right? And you are just targeting only those people, right? And you are just segregating rest of them from that. Make sense? This is how it's the right way to nurture your audience, right? So tell me, guys, is it making sense or not? Is this making sense to you or not? Just type in the comment box yes. So that if you are relating yourself with this kind of a learning, just type in the comment box yes. Okay, great. Now let's go to what? The last part of this setup. How this is all the learning that we have done that. Now, how to do all these things, right? So TuteeHUB will help you to get all these learnings step by steps, right? There are two ways of doing that. The people who want to learn this kind of a concept step by steps, and the people who want this kind of a learning, right? They can go to askadi.co/learn. You can see, more than around 400 students in the once I come in the next webinar, I will show you how many people has been registered in this course, right? Around more than 400 people have already been in my course for this kind of a learning. I think sometime I share my feedbacks also on my WhatsApp status or my Facebook groups, right? So you can see the power of learning they are getting. They are getting structure kind of a learning, not so weak kind of a learning, structure step by step. That's why in my webinar, I have distributed in a sequence, right? Because now we have learned traffic generation. Now we have to learn how to manage that traffic, right? So similarly, if you want this learning step by step, which help you to grow your business, or if you're working in some company or you want to work in some in the same profile, then just go to askadi.co/learn, and over here you the course price is $197, right? But as of now we have the offer running, and you will get this course as a good price at $47. All you have to type is E47 as a coupon code, and let me type for you in the comment box. Let me type for you. For learning, go to askadi.co/learn, right? And type the coupon code E47, right? So you will get at a price of only $47. Make sense? Now, so E47, you have to type the code and you will get at a price of $47 only. But if you want, the TuteeHUB specialized team can work for you and do help in your business to do all this kind of a setup, so that you only focus to bring the traffic and get the conversions. It will be like you are just putting 1 rupee in and getting 3 rupee out from the system, right? So if you want this kind of a setup from the TuteeHUB, then just go to askadi.co/work. It will cost you, if we have to do every setup, including your ad copies, including your campaigns, including your website, including the tools that need to be integrated. Everything will be there, and it will cost you around 34,999, right? 34,000, right? 34,999. So you can go to askadi.co/work for exclusive services from TuteeHUB, right? So hopefully today the session that I've taken about how you can manage your traffic, right? It really um, makes sense to you, because this is how you can segregate your audiences in different sections, right? And in different, I would say, what do you call it? And different stages, right, of the journey of the audience. And trust me, guys, this is how you can get the maximum conversions, maximum leads, maximum audience as per the niche of your product and the services. So this is all I have for now. We will connect again next Thursday in TuteeHUB webinar at 5:30. We learn about to build the influence in these webinars to build our own online business step by step. Bye bye for now. Take care.